Alright, hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be making my predictions for game week number 9 of the EFL Championship 25-26 season. It's already the end of the first 3-match week of the season, but first let's have a look and see how I did last week. Last game week I got 2 outcomes correct. I got Bristol City Ipswich drawing 1-1 correct, and Southampton beating Sheffield United 2-1 correct, alongside with 3 other correct outcomes. So last week I got a total of 9 points, taking my season total up to 53. And here is how the championship table looks after 8 match weeks. And without further ado, let's begin this week's matches. And the first game up is Wrexham against Birmingham, in what a huge match this is already. And it's a tricky one to predict because it is at the racecourse, and I do like Wrexham at home. But I would say I have been more impressed by Birmingham this season. But it's tricky because I don't think either side has really been overly impressive this season. I mean, neither team seem to be scoring many goals this season. If I had to pick a winner here, I might pick Birmingham. But I do think I'm going to sit on the fence here. I'm going to sit on the fence with a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go for a Desmond on this one. I was tossing up 1-1 or 2-2. I'm going for the Desmond here. I think with this being a high stakes match, I think this could have goals in it. So 2-2 is where I'm going on game 1. And next up we've got Blackburn Rovers against Stoke City. And this is another tricky one because Blackburn are the home side. It's at Ewood Park. But Stoke have been, well, the better side this season. They've been pretty impressive. Blackburn are the home side, and I do like them better at home. But Stoke have been impressive under Mike Robbins. They drew 0-0 with top of the table Middlesbrough in midweek on Tuesday night. And I am going to back Stoke for the win. I'm going 2-1 to the away side here. I think Stoke will need to pick up the 3 points. So will Blackburn Rovers to try and get away from the drop zone, but I'm going to give the points to Stoke here. I think they've been the more impressive side this season. Next up, we've got a ding-dong. It's Sheffield Wednesday against Coventry City. And one thing both these sides have liked to score is goals this season. Sheffield Wednesday with a 2-2 draw against Birmingham midweek, and Coventry with a 4-0 beating of Millwall last night. This is at Sheffield Wednesday's ground. It's at Hillsborough. But Coventry, you can't go against them at the minute, not with the goals they've been scoring, and they're currently second in the table, and a win here could put them top, and deservedly so as well. And I do like Sheffield Wednesday more at home, although it is quite a toxic atmosphere. And Coventry could just as easily go there and hammer them. I'm going to go for a bit of a hammering, but not much. I'm going 3-1 to Coventry. I think Coventry are just too strong at the minute for any side, let alone Sheffield Wednesday. So 3-1 is where I'm going to the away side on this one. Next up, we've got Hull City against Sheffield United. And this is an interesting one. I did go to the pub and saw the Sheffield United Southampton game. And they went 1-0 up and then lost 2-1. Chris Wilder was sent off at half-time for booting the ball into the audience. That was a bit weird. think he might be missing this match. But Sheffield United, I would say, are the better side, but Hull are at home. And I think Sheffield United might be without Chris Wilder for this one. I'm going to sit on the fence here, though. I think Sheffield United might get something, despite being without Wilder. But I am going to sit on the fence with a 1-1 draw. I'm not going to give them all 3 points. If I had to pick a winner, I might have picked Hull in this one, but I'm going to sit on the fence, 1-1, and a share of the spoils in this one. And next up, we've got Derby County against Southampton. And this is another tricky one, because Southampton did get the 3 points over the line against Sheffield United, but I feel like we did play as the better side, but it wasn't overly impressive by any stretch of the imagination. And Derby aren't an easy side to, play this season. And I think Southampton can get out of here. And if they can get out of here with something, it'll help us move up the table. It is at Derby's ground, and I think we will get out of here with something, but I'm not going all in. I'm going for another 1-1 draw on this one. I think, Derby will be happy to get out of this match with a point. And I'm going for another share of the spoils in this one, so 1-1. Next up, we've got Preston North End against Charlton Athletic. And, this is an interesting one, because Charlton have been very impressive. They won 3-0, I think, midweek, or did they beat? No, I'll tell you what. They drew 1-0 with Derby last week, and of course, last weekend beat Blackburn 3-0. But Preston are in the playoffs. They're pushing for top 2, and as impressive as Charlton have been this season, and I could see them scoring a goal, with Preston being the home side, I'm going to give them the win. I'm going 2-0 Preston. I think Paul Heckingbottom's men are going to keep pushing on and up the table, so 2-0 is where I'm going. Clean sheet as well. Next up, we've got Bristol City against QPR. And this is a match that could actually have goals in it. Both sides have been impressive. QPR's been on red hot form recently. Bristol City have been on and off recently, but they're still up there. They're still pushing for playoffs. And at home, I could see Bristol City winning this. But QPR have been on good form. You know what? Let's give QPR a draw. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. There's been a lot of draws in the Championship recently. I think what I can see happening is Bristol City being 2-1 up for a long time, and QPR managing to find a last-minute equaliser. So 2-2 is where I'm going. Another Desmond on this one. Next up, we've got Portsmouth against Middlesbrough. And ordinarily, I would say I do like Portsmouth at Fratton Park. And I do, but they haven't been super impressive this season so far. Home and Middlesbrough are top of the table, and they've been very impressive this season. And I think I'll have to back Middlesbrough on this one. They've been doing excellent stuff under Rob Edwards here, and I think they will get the win over the line. I'm going 2-1 to the league leaders. I think Middlesbrough will be happy to go into the next international break now, still with the lead in the Championship. So 2-1 Borough. That's where I'm going on this one. But Portsmouth can surprise teams, so don't underestimate them either. Next up, we've got Millwall against West Brom. And this is a tricky one. Millwall did obviously lose 4-0 to Coventry. West Brom beat Norwich 1-0. I mean, I'm not sure what the fans and the players will be doing at Millwall, because I'm not sure how they'll react to that 4-0 beating by Coventry. And West Brom did win. Both West Brom won away at Carrow Road. I think Millwall will push on and get something out of this match. Again, if I did have to pick a winner based on those facts, I would go West Brom. But I think Millwall can get a draw out of it. I'm going 1-1 again. I think Millwall can get a point out of this, because both sides are pushing on for the playoffs this season. So 1-1 is where I'm going. Next up, we've got Swansea City against Leicester City. And this is an interesting one. Swansea came back from 1-0 down to win 2-1 against Blackburn last game week. Leicester, I can't remember what they did. But here's what's interesting. I've backed Leicester a lot this season, and they've kind of let me down at times. Leicester have been impressive. I think they're in the playoffs. But Swansea are the home side, and Swansea, I think, have been, at least more recently, have been more impressive for me. So I don't know if you can call this an upset, really. But I'm going for the home side. I'm going Swansea to win 2-1. I think Swansea will carry their momentum. I wonder if the international break is coming at the right and wrong time for a few of these teams. And it could be coming at the right time for Leicester, the wrong time for Swansea, who are on good form at the minute, and likes of QPR. But 2-1 Swansea. I'm giving the Swans all 3 points here to push on and up the table. Next up, we've got Watford against Oxford United. And at the start of the season, I might have called this a relegation 6-pointer. I think Watford might finish in and around mid-table. Oxford need to get something from this match. Thing is, Watford have been more impressive at home for me this season. Oxford, I mean, they're in the drop zone only just. They've pulled out a few good results, like beating Bristol City 3-1 at Bristol City's ground. Oxford could win this, but I think both sides are going to be happy to just pick up a point, and, well, Watford would be the happier. But I think both sides will pick up a point here. I'm going for another 1-1 draw. I'm sorry, I know it is boring, but another 1-1. I think both sides are going to pick up a point, shake hands, and move on after the international break to the, to their next match, and hopefully pick up some more points then. And then here we go then, the final match is the East Anglian Derby. On Sunday, it is Ipswich against Norwich. And, well, what a match this could be. Both teams have been on fairly shaky form this season. But, I mean, they haven't tended to score that many goals. But it is a derby. And I think derbies can have goals in them. I've always viewed derbies as going one of two ways, either very few goals or a lot of goals. I'm going to go for quite a few goals in this one. I think both sides are going to need goals and points to push up the table this season. I am going for a share of the spoils. I'm going for another Desmond, a third Desmond of the week. I'm going 2-2 again on this one. I can't separate the two sides, but I am going to sit on the fence with a 2-2 draw. I don't know which side that would favour, but I'm going for a share of the spoils on the East Anglian Derby. And there you have it, guys. All 12 championship matches for this weekend predicted. And yeah, we'll see how I do next time out after the international break, when we hit double-digit game weeks already. But yeah, we'll see how I do next time, and I'll see you all in a bit. Bye, guys.